Chris Connect Text News Social Wide International, you've got the angels up in the sky. You're one of the best chosen and picked program picked by me, Chris Connect Text News Social Wide Internationally. I try to add NIV on it, but I said testimony on NIV, but it's still my quest show because my son Einstein on as well is he has questions too on somehow I just believe it. What I was going to say on Quest Connect Tech News Royal Wide International Forgotten Angels up there in the sky as well, on NT and WA borders, on WA Canada and Bulla, Timber Creek, Northern Territory on the borders. Praise the Lord God. My country's on the border too here somewhere, going towards east, somewhere up that way. Quest Connect Tech News Royal Wide International. I want to say for Bible readers, see, you know what I'm hearing, just been hearing it, just for the last 1 month or so, 2 months, 1 month or 2 months, just been hearing it. Church rapture. Folks, indigenous people, my people, we're going to be ready for that. I'm hearing church rapture. That's what I'm hearing. And see that lady that's boarded me, I was raptured, just like that. See, I was, my so-called someone got herself pregnant with a kid and ended up in one town, and then was told everybody she's got in the family that she's gone for abortion. Don't know what the deeds were, but she went, but she captured me in light as well, like already captured, kind of captured, you know, because I was mentally ill and all that. And what happened, she ended up in a down city, Ape City, and Ape City I call that place, and boarded a child. And you know what? That's the child there, and that's me, see? Would you believe there's a 10-year-old or 12-year-old or 19-year-old? See? What I was going to say, rapture in the church, that's rapture, because you know what Calvary say, rapture is the cross, correct? Can't go and zoom into Revelation, come in my territory. Calvary says rapture is the cross. When Jesus came, he came in the church, for the church, at the cross, only at the cross, where the Indians, you know, when you look at the Indians, you know, Indians in America, back in those days when they had journeys along, they had warfares, Indian to Indian tribes, you know, and somebody got hurt, well, they chuck them up in a tent above the bushes, you know, on top of the tent. They build a tent and they chuck it down and just leave it there and it decay or rot away as well. Maybe somebody might see it one day and they say Indians been passing through here. But I tell you what, just as similar to that. See? Just as similar to Indians, see? It's going to rot and decay. Well, we don't know how rot and decay it is going to be similar to Indians, see? And you know what? Chris Connect Text News Social Word Intentionally. I got an NIV here because I have to obey my brother. He reads NIV. Sometimes he might go on to King James, but mostly now he reads NIV. That's good news. That's good news for God and good news to God the Father. And I tell you what, where are you going to find church rapture, Jesus? Where are you going to find church rapture? Only at the Calvary cross. That's the only one. You can't shift into Revelation. Because Revelation is a showroom, you know. It's a showroom for God, like heaven, earth, and all that, you know. But if you want a church rapture, easy right there. But you know what? Only all the babies are all going to be raptured. I think that's what's going to happen, God. In church rapture miracle, because we all get baptized in church. My son, he was baptized with Catholic. God the Father, he was emergently baptized in my womb at the river of Old River, like I was baptized as well there. See? Quest Connect Take New Shots for a Word Intentionally. They're looking at church rapture. They're talking about church rapture. And that's emergency church rapture. But we can't go in the church rapture. There's grace of God as well. See? There's in Revelation. But it's been moved to Revelation. But it's a church's program, grace, because grace of God. See, and you know, she's got a really lucky hearing. emerald. Because you know what? Princess Diana of Wales has pearls, and they're beautiful when you design them in books. Because you know what? Just in here, just looking at that, you could just enter the gem there, that emerald there. Just enter it because you're in Emerald City, like just miracle. You're in Emerald City heaven like that. That's church rapture, and people say, "Oh, but the church got to be raptured." Everybody got to disappear and go. Like that, disappear and go from the church. I seen that video. You should zone into one of the videos. Go on YouTube, and type rapture churches, and you'll see what I'm talking about. In the church world, well, you go sit down in the congregation, but you go preaching about it in the congregation now about the church rapture, and you could sit down in the church, and boom, you're gone, and they got to look around. Don't look around. Oh, where's everybody? Where's everybody? Look, I'm miraculously designed. I'm raptured. Easy. If it's eaten up, let it be. You know what? I'm raptured. I'm gone. Like the older ones on the church rapture, they're gone because they're gonna go to church. One, I was looking at a young fella. It's only about 7 minutes video, 6 minutes, not even that, 5 minutes, 4 minutes, 3 minute video where it's just a little like an ad, but it's actually from a church. I can't remember what church it was, but it's in the USA. It was a USA America video where everybody went to church. In this video or movie, they went to church, and they're all packed. The church, they're all packed. And what happened? He was talking, and that little boy, the pastor was talking, and that little boy lost concentration. Happens to a lot of people, when they backslide or when they just decide something, oh, this and that, but God, oh, I gotta come back to God, or like that. Happens to anybody. Where that bloke, anybody, miss the arrow. What the bloke was talking to him in the church. The bloke said to him, just like, give me another take. You're going to give your heart to Jesus and come to the Lord, and you'll be safe. And the little boy that's sitting on I don't know what age he was, just say put the age 16, was sitting on it and heard that and just walked away from the congregation, and when he walked away, he turned around and looked, they're all gone, See, like that? That's a dangerous thing about church rapture, because everybody, church congregation get raptured.